Hey everybody, there's Bruno, and I'm Mike, and welcome back to Mike and Bruno's Garage. Today's been a busy day in the garage. We started off with giving our big boy here his haircut. You gonna show everybody how pretty you look now? You gonna show everybody how short your hair is now? He doesn't care for it too much, do you? Likes to fidget, so we're going to try and figure out a way to start getting him to a professional groomer. So that was about an hour, buddy? You gave me about an hour before you were done with that, But okay, and then finished up on my wife's project here for her birthday. Hopefully the sunlight helps. Beautiful day out today. It's supposed to get up to 85. Perfect day for her our farmers market here in town. Food vendors, produce, handcrafts, stuff like that. Once I put the side on it, which was the other two bottom support, I did the shelving here in early American, and then the slats in the back I did in dark walnut, and then 2 coats of polyurethane. And this is going to go in the stairway that goes up to her craft room and everything, and she's got little knickknacks and stuff like that, and she's gonna make kind of like a little shelving unit for her little small stuff. The walls are brown, like maybe a little lighter than a chocolate brown, so I think that this unit here will contrast pretty sharply against that, so it'll stand out. She's got a little bench that's up there on the landing, so we'll put that above that. And then all I have to do is drill some holes, and then I'm going to try and pick out maybe some anchors. So I'll get you in the stand here, and we'll get this set aside, and we'll go picking through the stash. Okay guys, I got you as high as this little stand will go. Concrete anchors. That needs to go in the box I got for that. Let's see what we got here. Anchor starter set. Yeah, okay. Plenty of anchors. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, look at the size of the hole you need for that. I don't think I need to go that far. I think I need to go this far either. I think these are going to be something like that. Let's see here. I got 4 of those. I think something like that. And let's set them off to the side there. Get a little more light on the subject if it's a possibility. Does that help? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll start off with those. I just don't want to get into a super big hole. That looks like it'd almost be, what, 3/8? Not that I don't have a drill bit that size. Yeah, too small. Because I want to make sure that we got enough support on the wall. Let's see. Oh, there we go. No, but actually might have the screws we need. Maybe. I don't know if I want to go that large. Oofta poopa. Something like that be big enough to spread that open? Might. So I got 4 of those. Looks like I do. I've got 4 of those. I'll get a Phillips screwdriver here and see how far that spreads out when we go to put that in the wall. And then we'll measure for a drill bit. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to install it today because the boy worked last night. He works 3rd shift. And by the time I'm filming this video, it's pretty close to 9 o'clock in the morning. He gets off at 7. So he's sleeping. So I ain't gonna bother him with. Now we gotta take into account the width of the piece of wood that we're going through. And yeah. That's not going to spread those out enough. Because I do want it to spread out. So we'll leave this one as a reference. Go into the next pile of goodies. What's in this one? These interlocking, these are from Tactics. I got them at our local home and farm. We used to have Orslins in our town, but there's been a buyout from Tractor Supply, so they're converting over everything now. Oh, hey, what we got in here? Ooh, actually, but are these going to be long enough? Let's see. Well, I'm thinking, well, I have to change up my plan here due to the fact that the screw, what we got here? The screws that I need to be a little longer than what I was expecting. Almost need something like that. But I don't know, deck screws, I don't think they'll spread that stuff out far enough, does it? Those are Torx. Well, here's a Phillips. We might end up having to run to Bruno's favorite place because they have treats. What I'm trying to do is leave enough, about that much space, but yeah, that might work. I hate to go that route. Might have to change my plans. Oh, wait a minute, what we got here? Hold on. Got these. These are a bit longer. Let me check something. Okay. I think I might have found the one. Oh yeah. Perfect. So it's going to be, oh wait, are these screws longer? The screws longer, then they will go in far enough to spread it out. Bruno just laying in the sun. You're waiting for the mailman, aren't you? Because you're going to bark your bloody head off on him, aren't you? No, he's here, but actually, these screws work in the other one. I think I might have to mix and match a little bit here, guys. Oh yeah, that's going in really good. Oh yeah. Okay, so I found the screws, found the anchors. We will be fine. Okay, so we'll set those aside. Need 2 more of those. Of course, you know, I'm mix and matching, so I'm going to be short the next time I need something. But that's kind of the going rate, right? Okay, now, let me see about indexing. Excuse me, pardon me. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, how you doing? Huh? Laying in the sun? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, okay. I know you guys, when you do these videos, you gotta take a take to drink something because your mouth gets real dry and your throat gets really irritated. Well, I had to get a drink. Today, I'm drinking this watermelon soda by Sprecher. They're a company out of, I believe, Michigan. Or is it Wisconsin? Wisconsin. And they had a flavor. The cherry cola is really good. The root beer and the cream soda are pretty good. The orange cream soda is pretty good. But my favorite was the blueberry. Well, I can't find the blueberry anymore. So anyway, I thought I'd give that. Now, they actually use the fruit juice as a flavoring. So if you're expecting it to taste like the watermelon flavoring like in candy, that's not going to be what you're getting. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it. I think it's interesting. I'll give it that. It's interesting. I got 2 sets of bits here, real quick. I got this Craftsman one around Christmas time. It was on sale for like 19 bucks. And used them for various little things. Worked really good. But I wanted to get something that was a little bit tougher. So I ended up getting this set from DeWalt, which is cobalt. Now, why I don't need the cobalt for all this, I just thought I would, show you something new that I got. And then I didn't get the titanium. I think I got a set of titanium bits laying around here. Here's the Craftsman set that I got around Christmas time. This just regular hardened steel, which will be just fine. So what I'm going to do is take a look at this right here. Oops, sorry guys. This right here. And kind of measure the drill bit size according to that. These do fold in to about the same size, so when you get it through the hole, It just gets a little wider. I always go a little smaller than what the actual size of the anchor is, because then if I need to, I can just kind of waller it just a little bit till it slides in. Because if you make the hole too small and you try and pound that in with a hammer, you're just going to bend it, and then the doesn't really want to operate right. And that's been my experience, and let me tell you, I've experienced it. Now, is a 1/4 inch going to be too small? Looks like it to me. Yeah. Next one I got is 5/16. It looks like 5/16 is going to be the one. Now, I'll put one of the screws in as far as it goes to see if that spreads that out a lot larger than the hole, so that when we spread that out inside the wall, it tightens up really good. And a little bit more. Oh yeah. That's kind of odd. I'll get a different one so that once that's in there. And see, once the screw's in there, how that spreads out. I don't know if I'm focusing in very well for you guys or not. Let's see here. There we go. What do you think? Plus, that's all spread out in there, so I think that'll work out just fine. So 5/16 it is. We'll make a mental note of that. All right, so we got how we're going to attach it to the wall. Now the walls I have are, like I said, this house was built in 1897, 98, something like that. And so it probably has the wooden slats with plaster in it and all that. So nailing stuff in there is not an option, guys. And just putting a straight screw in there is not a good idea either. You want to get past that plasterboard or what have you, and make sure that you're into something more solid, especially if you're going to hang something heavy. That would probably be a good idea. Okay, so we got that all figured out. I'll get this cleaned up here, and I got something else I want to show you, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, just real briefly, I guess I really should probably kind of go through maybe some things that some people might or might not be familiar with. There's different types of wall anchors. There's concrete anchors. Concrete anchors, of course, well, some of you guys are familiar with these. You take a hammer drill with a masonry bit, and these come in various sizes. And what you do is you drill into the concrete with your hammer drill. Make sure your nut's flush. You insert this whole thing into the hole, and then you just tighten the nut, and this expands inside the concrete. A lot of people use this to post signs, put signs into concrete, or if you're building a structure on top of concrete, they'll put these in to secure it to the concrete. Real quick, if you guys kind of take a look at the way my garage is set up, along the top of the the wood there, there's anchors that go into that concrete riser there. And that helps secure the building to the concrete itself. And then there's, so these come in different sizes. All these come in different sizes depending on what your application is. Here's a smaller one, probably for, I would think that this would be more like a wood to wood because it does have these metal spikes in it to seat down in, or maybe it is wood to concrete, or such. I only got one of those. I picked that up somewhere. Then this second type I want to show you is kind of like what we went through in this first one. Is like these gray ones. I got these big blue ones. These are what you can actually put into the walls. Some of these might be even for different applications. I mean, but like some of these are really, really, really heavy duty. This one's actually got a screw in the bottom of it. So that, interesting. Not quite sure. I'll have to check into that. But, oh, okay. This one I got for $1 at the homeless resale shop. And as you can see, there's like general purpose, heavy duty, drywall. Those are for drywall. Cavity anchors. Door panels. So basically you see is once you get that inserted into the hole, when you start to tighten the screw down, it spreads that out to keep it from pulling out. Another type, and these come in various sizes too. But yeah, I don't know if I got that in the shot. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing instead of the filming. So, you know, different assortments for different applications, different sizes. Here's another one of the smaller style, almost like the concrete, but I think that goes into wood to wood, so it bites. Then there's these, where you, oh, come on, you stubborn monkey. You screw into like so, but you almost have to drill the hole this big, where my two fingertips are, to get that in. Insert it in, and then it just springs open, and then you can tighten it, and then it just pulls on that, on these points here. It kind of helps spreads the thing, and it locks into the screw right there. So there, you know, depending on what your application is or how much weight, the biggest thing, I don't think it matters. Like when you're mounting stuff to the walls, it might. I'm not a professional by any means, but what you should probably worry about is how heavy duty you want that, depending on the weight of the load that it's going to be carrying. That would probably be a good idea to keep in mind. Okay. Enough of the, I guess, experience lesson. On to the next thing. Okay, the next thing that I got, and I went and got this because I've seen some guys use these before, and it's from Solderstick. And this is going to make, now there's a lot of guys that like to solder the old-fashioned way. I'm still having issues with one of my soldering guns. I'll probably just invest in a new one. But if it was quick and easy, and what these, I'll get a bigger one out here. Now this is the 100-piece kit. It actually has, if you can see in there, See if I can contrast that for you. In the center there, that silver band where my finger was, that's solder. And then this, it's all encased in shrink wrap or shrink tubing. And what that does is you put your ends in like so, so that they're, I know, there's just extra wire. And you put them past each other a little bit, and then you heat that up with a heat gun, and it melts the solder and it shrink wraps the plastic around there. So I got a 100-piece set. That runs about $40 if there's discount codes and everything else like that. I did actually get the actual heat gun that they do have available. I mean, I do have a heat gun, but this is more like a heat stick. So let's get some strippers and let's give this a try, because I've been dying to try this out just for grins and giggles, because this will make especially automotive now, and small engine stuff like that. As far as doing electrical cords for appliances, I'm not too sure. I gotta double check, but it is ISO 9001 certified, ROHS compliant. Then there's CE and SGS. I tried finding something for like an amperage rating or something, or watt aim, you know. I haven't been able to find anything as of yet, but I haven't really had much of a chance to look. So let me get a wire stripper and we'll strip some of that off. We'll plug in the heat gun and see what happens. Okay guys, I'm back. Now let's just do a ground. See how well that works. These are just some dumper wires that I had. So let's go ahead and okay. Yeah, let's see here. Trying to keep you guys in the shot, paying attention to what I'm doing and not what's going on in the shot. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and twist my cord. I think the red one will be fine. Maybe I need to go with the blue one. What gauge is this? Does it say? No, it's probably... yeah. We're going to end up going with the blue one. Okay. So, let's put these together here. And see, this is how I'm going to do it, to where the end of this one goes to the plastic there, the end of this one goes to the plastic there. Alright. Well, let's give her a try. Oh, shrink wrap's shrinking. I don't feel the solder melting yet. I think the weight of this one cord just kind of screwed me up. Well, set him down here, because that's going to be hot. Alright, give that a bit of a cool. It looks like it did shift on me. But the solder did melt. That plastic's pretty hard. And no, it did not. Well, probably something I need to fool with yet. Yeah, let's see here. Just a second. I think I'm going to try something a little different this time. Maybe it was the red one that I needed. Well, like I said, this is the first time I've ever used it, so I mean, it should be slicker than slick. I wonder if maybe I need to okay, let's see here. Come on now. It is a tight fit. Okay, let's try this again. Who knows, it might take some practice or some sort of getting used to, but we'll give her a try. Okay. Well, I would have thought that the solder probably would have melted a little more than that and spread out. But hey, that's solid this time. I'm going to take it out to the sunlight and see how well that melted. I'm kind of having a hard time seeing, so I'll be right back. Good. Okay, guys. I took a look at it out in the sunlight, and yes, it did melt the solder. I could see it in between the fibers, or the fibers of the wire, poking through it. It seems pretty tight. I mean, I'm pulling on that pretty good. I guess one thing we could probably try and do is maybe check for continuity. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, guys. Got my tester set there, and it will make the noise. So let's check the continuity. I don't think it matters really here on. Put him there. So we got continuity. So yeah, that should hold up to whatever I needed to do, whether as a jumper wire for 12 volts or something like that. I think would be all right. So yeah, they work pretty good. It's going to take, for me anyway, a little bit of practice to get used to these. But probably gonna try it with my other heat gun. That heat gun was $40, probably a bit on the expensive side. I've got a Harbor Freight one that I'm gonna try, but it did work. But yeah, if you guys want to try this, it's kind of a little easier. Then you don't have to sit there and get something to hold the two pieces together, and then you got to sit there and let the heat gun warm up, and then you got to hold the solder, and you just stick your two ends in there, and but yeah, it worked. It did what it said it would do. So I'm going to continue trying to use them, probably get a little more proficient in using them, and see what happens with that. I've got to go ahead and load up the truck for Farmer's Market, like I said, mentioned earlier. Clean up my mess a little bit here. Me and Bruno are going to do some lunch. As you can see, he kind of gets bored with some of the stuff that we do here. Yeah. But we're going to keep on plugging through the day, huh, bud? Aren't we? Yeah. Say goodbye to everybody? Huh? See? You're right there. Well, you'll just look at me like I got hair trimmers in my hand, huh? Well, as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. That would help out immensely. If you enjoy this, just keep watching. We're going to try and keep a little bit of variety going, a little bit of everything for everybody. And then, as always, oh, you want more pets? Yeah. Keep on tinkering. Thanks again.